Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to talk about multi-dimensional array. So in Java we have two types of array. The first one is one-dimensional array. So far we have complete one-dimensional array, and we have another option, and that is multi-dimensional array. For multi-dimensional array we have 2D array and three-dimensional array. So 2D array is very important. So in this video we are going to talk about two-dimensional array. So how you can actually initialize a two-dimensional array? If I think about a one-dimensional array, the array will initialize like this, right? And then a variable, let's say number, and equal to, we just have to say here new int, right? And then we have to give the array length, let's say 5. But for two-dimensional we have to use two square brackets, and here we have to give another value. So first square bracket is for the row and the second one is for column. So two-dimensional array means we will play with row and column at the same time. So the first square, so now we have to initialize the row value, let's say 2, and the column value, let's say 3. Now let's insert value in it. So I will say number, then we know index will be start from 0, right? So the first index is 0 0, and we want to insert value like 10. I have two row here. This is first row and then second row, right? So this is the first row, and in first row I have multiple column, let's say. So here is the value is 3, right? So I have 3 columns. So call 1, then call 2, then call 3. So here you can see, I will say here row 1, let's say row 1. So for row 1 I need to count all the column at first, right? So if I think about row 2, and row 2 also has 3 column 1, column 2, and column 3. So now if I think about row, then we have value 2 here, right? So the index will start from 0, and the index of row will be 0 and 1, right? And if I think about column, then index of the column will be 0 1 2. So for the first row, so we have to go through all the column at first, right? So it will be like 0 1 0 2 0 3, right? Then we can actually go to the next row. Then the row will be what? 1. So 1 0 1 1 1 2, right? Now this is the reason why I'm using here like this. I have to set value 20. Why? Because we have to complete our row index first, right? But when I go to complete the row index, here you can see we have 3 column also. So for the first row we have 3 column, right? So first row index is 0, so we have to go with all the 3 column at first. So 0 0 0 1, now we have to go for 0 2. I'll say number, two-dimensional array, and here I have to say 0 2, and the value, let's say 30. Now our first row, all the column is done, right? And now we'll go for the second row. So second row index number is now 1, so we have to say here number 1, okay, index number 1. But think about the column, this is the first column, right? So index will be 0, and the value, let's say 40. You can give here any value, right? So 40 for now, let's say. Then we have now index row index is 1, right? And then column index is now, so this is the second column, so column index will be 1, and here I will say 50. Once again number, and then we have another column for the second row, right? So the row index is now 1, and the third column index is 2, right? Okay, so we'll say here 60. Now let's say I want to show them. So I have to run here a nested loop. So we are introducing here a new loop, and that is called nested loop. I mean loop inside a loop. Okay, so I will use here for loop, and here I will say int I is equal to 0, y, let's say x. Okay, or I will say here row, so that you can understand well. So row will index number will be start from 0, so I will say here row is equal to 0, and I will say row is smaller than our row value. So our row value is 2, right? And then I will say row plus plus. So I will go inside this for loop, and then for every single row we have 3 column, right? So we need another for loop to run all the column. So I will say here int column, and column index will also start from 0, right? That's why 0. Then I will say col is smaller than our column value is 3. Here you can see column length is 3, and then I will say col plus plus. And here we want to print, I actually want to show them in the same line, so I will say print, and here I'm going to say here \t for the tab, and I will say plus. Here I want to show number array, and where I'm going to give here at first row, right? And the next one is column. I will use like this. So now our loop will go with the first row. So the row is index is 0, and the row will run for twice because the row length is 2. So for the first time it will go inside the loop because it will fulfill the condition. So now row index is 0, but here you can see we have 3 column, right? So we have to run here another for loop for all the column also. So now row index is 0, so it will go with all the 3 column because loop will run 3 times, right? So it will show at first 0 0, then 0 1, then 0 2. All right, then it will go to the next line. Oops, here next. Then I mean it will break the loop, this loop, because the loop condition is now fulfilled. Okay, because after a column value will be 2, then the column value will be 3, right? So 3 is not smaller than 3, so it will not fulfill the condition. Then it will actually go outside this for loop, and now it will check that okay, row plus plus, it means 0 plus 1 equal to 1. Now row value is 1, so it will actually check that row value is smaller than 2. Yes, so it will go inside it, and then it will check that okay, row value is now what, 1. So it will go to the next row, right? And here it will find that okay, we have 3 more column for it, so it will run once again for all the column. So it will run 3 times more. Okay, so it will go with 1 0, then 1 1, then 1 2. So if I run the code, it will show all the value here. Here you can see 10 20 30, but it should show 40 50 and 60 in the next line, right? Because we have 2 row, so it should go in the next line. So this is the first row, this is the second row, right? So how you can do this? We'll actually use here a println. Okay, that's it. Now it will show in the new line. If I run the code, here you can see. So this is the first row, and we have shown everything with the first row. So this is the first row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column, and then it will go to the next row. So second row, first column, right? Because the index is, column index is 0. Then second row, second column, then second row, third column. So it will show everything. So this is how 2-dimensional array work. I hope you understand. If this video is helpful for you, please make sure to give a like and subscribe this channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.